What's going on, boys and girls? Wet Movie 1 back here again for another Halloween-related-ish kind of video here. It's still the spooky season. Halloween's right around the corner. And I decided to make another video, but, talking about some of my most valuable, physical media I have in my collection, like DVDs, VHS, Blu-rays, and stuff like that. But in this one, I'm going to be talking about all the scary ones, a lot of the horror movies I pulled out of some of my collection, and tell you guys, what they're worth and what they're going for. And if you guys have them in your collections, you might need to know that they're worth some money out there. I'm not necessarily selling any of these that are in my collection right here. I'm just doing this for the video. I made a video like this talking about some other most valuable DVDs and Blu-rays in my collection, like comedies and other miscellaneous things that I have in my collection that are worth big bucks. And if you guys haven't seen that video, I'll have a link for it in the top of the description box here if you guys want to see that one. This one's all related to horror right here because it's the Halloween season. Let's talk about some horror goodness right here. And before I get on to like the Blu-rays and stuff like that, they're mostly Blu-rays I'm going to be talking to you guys about today that are out of print and going for kind of pretty much decent money out there. But before I get to those, I want to talk about these. Some VHS tapes. I have 3 that I pulled out of my collection right here that I've kept. And I have these same movies on DVD. I have these same movies on Blu-ray. And that is the Sleepaway Camp movies, all on VHS that I bought back when I was a teenager at this one video store called Take One. It even has the old Take One sticker on the bottom of them over here, or at least one of them that says like Video Take One on them. Original VHS tapes. The first Sleepaway Camp is put out by Media Home Entertainment. It is 2021 right now. Most of these VHS tapes came out back in the 80s, but each of these tapes right here, on average, even in used condition like this, sell for about $50 a piece, if not more. Sometimes some of the Sleepaway Camp sequels sell for about upwards of $80 when it comes to VHSs in 2021. So if you guys see these out there in like thrift stores, pawn shops, or what have you, do not pass up on these. Even the Blu-rays that Scream Factory put out sell for crazy prices. Right now I saw some people trying to sell the Sleepaway Camp trilogy on Blu-ray, all with the slipcovers and stuff for over $300, $400, and people were buying it for that much. But if you see these VHS tapes, they average around $50 a piece, even in today's standards. So I just want to let you guys know about those. Love me some Sleepaway Camp. Felissa Rose, that's my homegirl right there. Angela from Sleepaway Camp. Ha! Okay, now let's get on to like the horror Blu-rays here that are in my collection that are worth some bucks. And I'm going to be trying to, of course, flash up some sold comps, like things that have sold on eBay. So you guys can see that I'm not lying and they have sold recently. And the first one up is the Scream Factory double feature of Carrie, the TV remake, starring the girl from May, and of course Carrie 2, Rage the Carrie 2, double feature pack that's no longer in print. From Scream Factory, and sells anywhere from $55 upwards of $80 on eBay right here, depending on condition and things like that. But in decent shape, goes for about $79.99 up on the bay right there. Fun flicks. I always like these ones. I recently watched the TV remake again for the first time in a while. I believe it's stars Angela Bettis, the girl that was in the movie May. From back in the day, that which is great, and I'm not sure why it hasn't got a US Blu-ray release, but yeah, about $80 is like the average price this one sells for online. But this next one up over here is Stigmata, put out by Scream Factory. This one on average sells about $45 to $65 on eBay, depending on if it's like brand new or used or what have you. And this is actually a decent movie starring Patricia Arquette, and I always like this movie. I always really do. And if you haven't watched it in a while, I remember her having blood on her hand, in her palms and stuff. It was kind of freaky back in the day. I haven't rewatched this one since I originally got this Blu-ray back in the day. I've owned it on DVD and things, but like I said, the lowest it goes for is about $45. The highest I've seen it sell for is about $65 or so, right there. Next up is another one from Scream Factory. It's a movie called I, Madman. I haven't seen this one in a long time, so I'm not even going to try to explain this movie or talk about this movie too crazily. I believe I got it for for review purposes. That has the hole punches and the barcode right there. But yeah, this one on average sells about $40 upwards to 55 on the Bay. A lot of the Scream Factory ones do, and I just wanted to point some of these out, like for you guys who don't know that. That may be going for decent money. If you have them in your collection, just let you know, you're like, oh, I'm holding on to something kind of cool, something kind of rare right now. And these next ones up right here are both Scream Factory ones as well. And they're, what's it called, Poltergeist 2 and 3. And the average selling prices of these are around $50 a piece right here, or upwards of $75 to $80, as long as you have, if you're selling them, and you have the slipcovers with them. They sell for like $45 or lower without the slipcovers. Slipcover fanatics out there, want their slipcases to them. So if you have the slipcases to them, they sell for a lot more money out there, especially if they're in decent or good condition out there. Like this one sells for upwards of $80, with the slipcover. This one's about $70 or so with slipcover, and great films. I've always liked them. I have like the prices back there, so I know what I'm talking about because I looked them up and stuff. But yeah, great movies. Carol Ann, there's spirits out there. Carol Ann. I love the Poltergeist movies. The first one's amazing, but the 2 and 3 are the only ones that are put out by Scream Factory right there. Next up over here, this is a Blu-ray that was out of print, or I think it still is out of print, but the movie came back in print from a different company overseas recently. I didn't get a chance to get the 4K version of this, but for a while this was going for crazy money. The price kind of dipped on it a little bit, went down a little bit. And that is a U.S. release of Dawn of the Dead. This is the one that was put out by Anchor Bay and Starz Entertainment. And of course, this is George Romero's classic one with the people getting trapped in the mall during the apocalypse, and the Walking Dead zombies are coming into the mall, and Ken Foree and the guys are just trying to figure out how to save themselves and kill all these Walking Dead people, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I always loved this one. It's one of my favorite George Romero movies of all time. I still don't understand why I didn't get that 4K box set before it went out of print. That was from overseas. But if anyone out there is watching this video and has a good deal on it, hit me up. I want to get that hard box case. I should have got on that. But yeah, I got this old school Blu-ray right here. Lowest price I see it sell for is about $45. It goes upwards of $80 if you can find it brand new factory sealed out there. Great horror flick. If you guys have ever seen it before, sound off in the comments. Let me know some of your favorite moments of watching that, because I watched that one for the first time as a kid, and I was just blown away by like the special effects and just the funness of being in a mall, the old school 80s mall. I love that shit. And next up over here is the Blu-ray. I'm surprised I haven't opened this stuff, but I'm at the same time, like, I may open it because I haven't seen it since it originally came out on DVD back then. And that is Teaching Mrs. Tingle. This is put out by Miramax. Miramax put out a handful of Blu-rays in Best Buy's, like Best Buy exclusives and stuff, like back in, I forgot how long ago it was. They put out this and like She's All That on Blu-ray originally, and like Best of the Best 3 and 4, and a couple of other like random kind of titles, and all those different ones that they put out, for exception of like She's All That and some other ones, are still out of print and haven't been put back out on Blu-ray. And this is of course starring Katie Holmes, and this is like around that same time like Scream was coming out. I know she did last summer, and I think it's written by Kevin Williamson, the same person that wrote Scream and stuff like that. And this is a sealed Blu-ray I bought for $5.99 back when Best Buy had it on their shelves. And now in the lowest price I see sell online is about $50, and it goes upwards of like $60, $70, brand new factory sealed. And this just happens to be one of those ones I bought and never opened yet. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of those kind of ones in my collection. It's kind of insane. But I've always been a fan of Katie Holmes, ever since like Dawson's Creek and stuff. Sorry about that, folks. That kind of scared the shit out of me a little bit. It's the middle of the night as I'm filming this video, and the alarm just went off like someone busted in the house or something. I don't know if you guys heard that. Beep! That usually means someone broke in the house and is trying to get me or the babies. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting kind of crazy. But next up over here is from Scream Factory as well, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the classic Tobe Hooper film. Well, the first one, the super classic one is the first one. But I always enjoy this one. With, of course, you get the Dennis Hopper, and we get my Scream Queen herself, Caroline Williams, in here. I still can't believe I never got her to sign this thing. But whatever. She's always been cool. She's been in my videos a couple times throughout the years. But yeah, classic horror film. This one comes with a slipcover, and of course, reversible artwork and stuff like that. And Yeah, this one right here, the lowest prices I've seen sell for recently is about $65. The highest I see sell for is about $80, as long as you have the slipcover to it. And that's the key these days. People are slipcover crazy. People need to have their nice little slipcovers. There's some people out there that have those like slipcover protectors, which I probably need to get up on or something, because it's like, shit, I need to protect some of my shit even more. Have you guys ever heard of those like plastic slipcover protectors that go over your Blu-rays and shit? I need to probably get up on those. But yeah, if you guys see this in brand new condition with the slipcover, it sells for about 80 to 90 bucks. With, you know, without the slipcover, it's about 65 or so. It's an out of print title. At least the Scream Factory Collector's Edition version is. But I've always loved that one. I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite horror sequels out there. Like I always really enjoy that one with Chop Top and Bill Moseley, you know, Bill Moseley and shit. Next up is another Blu-ray I have in my collection that's horror related that I have never opened. I've seen the movie before a bunch of times when I was a kid, but that is Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings. This is the Scream Factory edition right here. Haven't seen it in, for of course, years and shit. And this one used sells for about 60 and upwards of 80 if it's brand new. And this is still brand new factory sealed. I'm not selling it. I'm still going to be keeping it in my collection. But I just wanted to let you guys know that it's pretty valuable out there. And the next one up over here is a movie called Deadly Eyes. This is another Scream Factory release. A lot of these, like I said, a lot of these ones are Scream Factory titles. And this is a 2-disc edition that has like the Blu-ray and the DVD inside right there. Killer rat movie and stuff. I haven't watched it in a while since I originally got the Blu-ray. This is sort of in the same vein as, from what I remember, as like Ben, around that same kind of time. But if you guys have this in your collection, used, sells for about 60 and goes upwards of 90 brand new if you guys can find it factory sealed out there. Kind of crazy. This one never came with a slipcover, at least I don't think it did. 90 bucks if you can find it in brand new condition. Kind of insane. Fun movie though. Next up over here is another movie with Katie Holmes in it. This one I actually did watch. Me and my sister both loved this movie when it came out in theaters and watched it on, of course, like VHS and got it on DVD back in the day. But we also have the Blu-ray of Disturbing Behavior. I forgot the little song that one crazy person was singing in the mental hospital of this movie, like something's about, something's around the rosy. There was some sort of like little saying this one person was saying in the mental hospital. I totally forgot what it was. It was like the little thing that me and my sister used to say all the time. Speak around the roses. Like I forgot exactly what it was, but that's Disturbing Behavior. Another horror flick that came out back in the 90s in the same kind of like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of era of stuff. And I like this one. I haven't watched it in a while, but man, this one is rare and kind of pricier than some of the ones I've talked about already. In very used condition, Blu-ray sells for about 100 bucks, and it goes upwards of $120 to $130 brand new if you guys can find the Scream Factory Blu-ray of it out there. Kind of insane, because this one only really has commentary, deleted scenes, and alternate ending on here, but the lowest price I've seen it sell for in decent condition is about $100 on eBay. Insane. But we're going to keep moving on to more, some of these ones are going to get more and more higher priced as we go, with the exception of this one right here, but that is Species 3 and 4, The Awakening. This is a Scream Factory edition that came out, and this is, 2-disc edition right here of the Species movies. Natasha Henstridge are the one. These are the ones that Natasha Henstridge are not in. I think Natasha Henstridge is only in the first two. But this one's kind of rare. Sells for about 45, upwards of 60 bucks on eBay. You guys like the Species movies? I kind of remember digging the first two at least. But yeah, one of the most valuable ones that Scream Factory put out that's out of print right now is this one, Species 2 with Natasha Henstridge. Lowest price I've seen it sell for is about $115. Up to the highest price I've seen it sell for is about $130 over the last 30 days. And that's kind of insane. This one does have a whole slew of special features on it. Great flick. Like I said, I have the little sticky notes on it, so I remember the prices because I was looking it up, writing stuff down. But yeah, if you have it brand new, it's about $130 Blu-ray right there. Used is still about $115. Kind of insane. As we move along over here, we have Return of the Living Dead right here. This one, great great, funny zombie classic. I always, you know, zombie comedy actually. But the part two is one of my favorite ones of all time out of the series. I don't know why. It's just goofy, crazy. I love that shit. This one's classic too, with Clu Gulager in there. This one right here, without the slipcover, sells for about 80, 90 bucks. With the slipcover is about 150 if you can find it brand new, factory sealed. So yeah, this is rare as shit out there right now, the Scream Factory edition of it. This is a two disc set right here. If you can see it out there, brand new factory sealed, 150. Lowest price about 90 to 100 bucks you can get it for online. And let's move on over to an Arrow Video box set I have. Fun movie. I have my original DVD of this. It's in my collection over here somewhere, signed by the director. And that is ReAnimator. This is the Arrow Video Collector's Edition, but it comes in this, like, you know, hard box and like a nice booklet and, you know, like digipack and stuff in here. And I've always been a fan of the ReAnimator movies. The first one's the best one, of course. This one right here that comes with the hard box, the hard collector's box. It's out of print now. You only can get like the standard Amray edition, I believe, of the same edition for a lot cheaper. But for this hard box edition, lowest price you can see, I see it sell for online, is about $165, upwards of $200 if you see it brand new. That's the highest price I've seen it sell for, is around $200, $180, you know, something like that. So if you have the Arrow Video hard box edition of ReAnimator, it's worth a few. It's worth a few shekels. It's worth a few shekels right there. And the last one I'm gonna talk about today, because I can go on for days and keep talking about other ones and stuff like that. But I need to cut the video off at some point. But the last one up over here to talk about for this little spooky related, you know, video talking about some of my most expensive horror movies I have in my collection over here, you know, for the Halloween season. Ash vs. the Evil Dead Season 1 Best Buy exclusive limited edition metal pack. This one right here, you can, like, you know, feel the, you know, the chainsaw right here. You can, like, feel the ridges of it and everything. This is still brand new, factory sealed. I bought it when it first came out, and the only reason I never opened this is because I got the Season 1 to review from was whatever company it was, like Anchor Bay at the time, and they sent me like the regular standard edition of it. So I opened that one, watched that one, kept that one, and then of course I got the other seasons like that too. So I'm just like, I don't need to open this one, and kind of sort of glad I didn't, because in brand new factory seal condition, mint condition, I've seen these ones sell for upwards of 300 bucks. 300 bucks is the average price going for brand new, you know, factory sealed versions of Season 1 Best Buy exclusive metal pack on Blu-ray. Is $300. Look on eBay, there's some sold listings for that same exact price. You see sold listings lower for like 60, 80, and all that kind of stuff, but that's like in used condition. You don't know if there's gonna be like scratches all over the steel book. You don't know what kind of condition the discs are gonna be in. You know, all that kind of stuff. You really have to look at the listing and the pictures and how the people are describing their listings. But brand new, factory sealed, and, you know, superb condition, $300. So that's how I'm gonna end this video off right now. Ash vs. the Evil Dead, the complete first season, Best Buy exclusive Blu-ray metal pack. Kind of insane. I do have other horror movies and other movies in my collection that are, you know, worth decent money as well. And if you guys would like to see me make other videos talking about other movies I have in my collection and what they're worth, and I'll pop up, like, you know, how much they're worth on screen kind of videos, let me know in the comments down below. Like, Brendan, make some more, and I'll try to make maybe one a month or one every other month or something like that on this channel. Because the last one I made did pretty well. They got like 8,000 views or so. So if you haven't seen that one, links to that one's in the top of the description box right here, talking about, like, you know, comedies and, you know, just like other random titles, not just horror movies. You know, like, they have like box sets and stuff too I talk about in there. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I was doing this for the Halloween season to get another like horror related kind of video up out there for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, if this was informal to you, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know down below what kind of movies you have in your collection and what they're worth. If there's any crazy, you know, high price stuff you have in your collection. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.